Noah, that's my favorite way to come into a concert. They're already playing. It's the best. Welcome, Noah. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, people from the Temple Bethel community, from Temple Emmanuel of Beverly Hills, from all across the globe. Welcome to the people who have joined us on Zoom. Welcome to the people who are joining us on Facebook Live. Welcome to the people who are joining us on YouTube. Welcome to all. It's really, really lovely to have everybody here. I want to say a couple of words about Noah and this amazing musician who's joining us tonight. And then we're going to start Havdalah. We'll start with a paragraph that we start with that begins with the word hine, about being present. But I want to tell you who we're present with first. So first, Noah. Noah is an extraordinary, unique, soulful, awesome musician, as you're going to see and hear tonight. And you probably already know if you were smart enough to join us tonight. But I'll say a little more too. Noah is somebody whose music you'll encounter in so many pieces of the Jewish world. You're going to find him in Jewish camps and in synagogue services. His original sacred songs and his amazing several albums, they fill me and they fill lots of people. And it's not just that, it's also your spirit, Noah. You really bring it and you bring it home. We're excited to have you here tonight. Noah's joining us from New York City, which is home, as so many of us are joining from home tonight. And we are going to make this place a music home together. So without further ado, if you have a Havdalah set nearby, I invite you to set that set on fire if you like to, right? Light it on fire to start things out, right, Noah? And so I invite you to do that. That's what I'm doing next to me. And we'll start with this paragraph, Hine El Yeshuati, with a melody that we do at Temple Betham. And you can just think of me as the opening act. Noah's that good. He gets an opening act, right, Noah? And he'll go right into it. So I invite you to join me in the nigun first, wordless melody, so that you can feel it out just with your lips. And then if you know the words, Hine El Yeshuati. All right. Yanai, nai, 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 yanai, nai, 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 nai. Yanai, nai, 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 nai. Yanai, nai, 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 nai. Yaina, nai, 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 nai. Yaina, nai, 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 oh. Yaina, nai, 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 nai. Yaina, nai, 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 nai. Hine El Yeshuati. Eftach v'lo evchad, ki yosi v'zimrat yad, Adonai v'yehi li lishua, u'shavtamayim b'sason, mimanei Yeshua, l'Adonai Yeshua, alamcha v'chatecha sela, Adonai Tzivaot. Imanu Miskavlanu Elohei Yaakov Sela Adonai Tzivot Asher Yadam Botei Harbach Adonai Hoshia Hamelech Yaneinu V'yom Koreinu LaYehudim Torah V'simcha l'sasom nikar Kein tihye lanu Kos Yeshuot esa U'v'shem Adonai ekra Yainanai, Yainanai, nai, nai Yainanai, nai, nai, one last time Yainanai, nai, 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 nai Yanai, nai, 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 yanai Yana nai 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 nai. Yana nai 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 nai. Yana nai yana nai nai nai. Yana nai yana So I'm going to put my ukulele down and grab my cup and my spices and my candle. And Noah, this is over to you.
Ah, I was feeling so silent, so muted. I was feeling like unable to express myself. But now I'm able to. I've never heard that melody before, but I love it so much. And I actually see that some of our participants are actually calling from Hawaii, and that feels like it's a melody that I would hear if I was singing in a Jewish community in Hawaii. I see the rabbi has a Kiddush cup of some sort holding in front of her. Is that right? Can you just hold it up so we can all see? So our first blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen borei pri hagafen borei pri hagafen. It's so nice seeing the different candles being lit from all around the world. So if you have your candle, if you have your spices, whatever you have nearby to bring in this ritual together, and if you don't have any of those things, you have your body. Let's move our bodies left and right so we're not stagnant right now. We're all moving together wherever we are in our homes. The spices now. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei besamim borei minei besamim. Let's sway. So I don't know if you've noticed, but at least here on the East Coast, the days are getting shorter. I'm feeling the darkness encroaching. And so tonight is all about bringing in more light. And so let us praise the creation of light, the expansion of light, the presence of light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh ya-na-na-dai. So nice to see Rabbi Klickfeld here. It's so nice to see your face. I haven't seen your face in so long. It's so lovely to be at least in the same moment with you, sharing this moment as well. And thank you just so much, Rabbi Chorny, for bringing us in. I like to extend and delay and digress as much as possible before we say the Mavdil, because I want to keep this moment of Shabbat as holy and sacred as possible, and I'm in no rush to leave it. But thankfully tonight we have so much more extension of our Shabbos, and in a way, even though we are doing the Mavdil blessing right now, we're going to extend a little bit more, overflow a little bit more into the week now, and bring this into the week. So Mavdil ben Kodesh lechol, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Hamavdil ben Kodesh lechol, בין אור לחושך, בין ישראל לעמי, ביום השביעי וששת ימי המעשה. ברוך אתה אדוני, המבדיל בין קודש לחול. And if you heard these sounds coming from the doorbell, that was Eliyahu ringing our doorbell, telling us that it is now time to bring in that age, that messianic age. But what if tonight, instead of calling forth Eliyahu Hanavi, what if we used Miriam Hanaviah instead to bring in that new week? Miriam Hanaviah, Miriam the prophetess, who dances and brings song into our world. Miriam Hanaviah, עוז וזמרה בידה, מרים הנביאה, עוז וזמרה בידה. מרים תרקוד איתנו להציל את הזמרה, מרים תרקוד איתנו לתקן את העולם במהרה בימינו, היא תביאנו במהרה אל מי הישועה. מרים, וואו, מרים, וואו, מרים, וואו, מרים, וואו. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. Only the Jewish people would write a song that says Shavua Tov and make it end in a minor. And now we bring a little bit of sadness and a little bit of depth into our week as we say Shavua Tov. Shouldn't it end happier? Shouldn't we go Shavua Tov? Yes, come on everyone. This is so exciting to be together. Rabbi, I give it back to you. I'm so blessed to be able to be here with your communities, both these communities together for the entrance into this week.
Yeah, we'll bring in Cantor Lizzie Weiss in a little while, even though we're not going to want to take a break from your music, Noah. But I want to take a moment to just say a little bit of something about being together in community. When Lizzie and I conceived of this idea of doing Sacred Sounds Unbound, we never imagined how unbound it would get. Noah, this is tops because, like you say, we're really across the globe together. But the idea is that there are so many communities that do choose in a sacred way to make worship, to make music their own when it comes to Shabbat, when it comes to holidays. But when it comes to just being with sacred music, there are no boundaries. There just aren't. And so it's been a blessing to come together with some amazing musicians over the past 18 months with the Temple Emmanuel Beverly Hills community, which really is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Temple Beth Am, which is my home. But now we're here together and we're here to celebrate what it means that even though the sun went down early and it's dark and winter is coming, we can bring the light. So Noah, I turn it over to you to bring the light.
Oh, the most brilliant words I've ever said were just said before you missed them. You missed the words. I was just saying such beautiful things and then muted, unfortunately. Here we are. I think that in order of the most popular words of 2020, probably COVID's number one, and the next phrase that's the most popular phrase is "You are still on mute." We've all said those words at some point in 2020, and so may it be, Bimheirav Amenu, may it be that in 2021 nobody gets muted. Nobody's voice gets shut down. Well, I can think of some people whose voices we'd want to mute. But right now, let us bring in this togetherness. Like the rabbi was saying, Hine, welcome. Here you are. Here we are together bringing in light. As the days are getting darker, this is our chance to bring more of ourselves to the world, sharing more of our light and more of our goodness. So Hine Matov, how good it is that we are together. Yananai, yananai, Hine Matov. Yananai, yananai, Humanai. Yananai, yananai, Shevet Achim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Yananai, yananai, Hine Matov. Yananai, yananai, Humanai. Yananai, yananai, Shevet Achim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. I want to give you permission tonight, wherever you are, if I can see you on the Zoom chat or if I can't see you on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are, I want to give you permission to not have to be so stable, to not have to just be seated in your chair wherever you are. You can move about your space, you can stand up, you can get on your feet, you can move around. You don't have to be stagnant. This music is calling us to be involved and engaged, and there's many, many ways to be engaged. Let's try it. It's so nice to be together. Hine Matov Humanai. Yananai, yananai, Hine Matov. Yananai, yananai, Humanai. Yananai, yananai, Shevet Achim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Let's light up the world, oh brothers and sisters, together with peace and love. Bring light to the world, oh sisters and brothers, and sing Hine Matov. Let's try it again. Yananai, yananai, Hine Matov. Yananai, yananai, Humanai. Yananai, yananai, Shevet Achim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. So nice to be here. So on Hanukkah we have these words, Banu Choshech Legaresh. We are here to banish the darkness. Beyadenu or va'esh, in the palm of our hands we have light and fire. Kol echad hu or katan. Each one of us is a little light. Bechulanu or eitan. But together we are effervescent, we are glowing, we are a gigantic orb of light together. Surah choshech halashchor. Go, be gone, darkness. Surah mipnei haor. Make way for the light. Light is returning. Even though this is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the light of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. Banu choshech legaresh. כל אחד הוא אור קטן וכולנו אור איתן. סורה חושך על השחור, סורה מפני האור. סורה חושך על השחור, סורה מפני האור. One planet is turning. twinkle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling her children home. Banu choshech legarish, beyadenu or va'ish. Kol echad hu or katan, vechulanu or eitan. Zura choshech al hashchor, zura mipnei ha'or. Zura choshech al hashchor, zura mipnei ha'or. So this music is almost always designed for being together in community. And so I long for the day that we can be together and that we can reach hands through these screens and be together in a space again. Because I am strengthened by the power of being together in community. And I have just been overwhelmed at the way that we've been able to be creative in this time, that we just have such a strong desire for human connection and community and continuity, that Zoom or whatever our mediums are, we flock to it and we make it work. And I'm just so proud of us as a people to be able to, that we've been able to sustain ourselves and keep these things going. The high holidays were actually so beautiful this year in so many interesting ways. I don't know if each and every one of you experienced that, but just having a new perspective and having to create from scratch, but also having the ability to have this tradition hold us and keep us. It was incredibly profound. And so even the holy days, they feel so far and distant in our memory now. Every day feels like so long, and so much has happened since the holy days. This particular song is still resonating in my ears. The words of Hayom Te'amseinu, that even today you are giving us strength, and we are being strengthened by you, strengthening us by showing us the power of gathering in community. You gave us the strength to show up to the polls in record numbers, to make sure our voices were heard. O infinite source of goodness, continue to give us that same strength. Help us to see the goodness in ourselves, in others, and in the world around us. O infinite source of goodness, help us to see the good in ourselves, in others, and in the world around us. Teach us to cultivate a discerning mind, to know right from wrong, and a listening heart, open to love and forgiveness. Guide us to walk in your ways with integrity, ever faithful to the promises our forebears made. And may your goodness inspire us to do what is just and what is right. And if we were all together, I would ask you to sing this part with me. Just learn it together with me. Just singing the words Amen over and over again like this. Oh, Amen. Amen. Oh, Amen. Hayom Te'amseinu. Amen. Let's try that one more time. Oh, Amen. Amen. Oh, Amen. Hayom Te'amseinu. Amen. Now just add Amen in every single place that is so obvious after every single blessing. Hayom Tevarcheinu. Amen. Hayom Tegadleinu. Amen. Hayom Tidrashenu Letova. Amen. Hayom Tichtevenu Lechaim Tovim. Amen. Let's go. Oh, Amen. Amen. Oh, Amen. Hayom Te'amseinu. Amen. And so this doesn't work without you engaged. And I know that we can't see everyone on Facebook or on YouTube live right now, but I'm really, really hoping that the people that I can see on the Zoom boxes, you'll join with me. I can't do it because I gotta play guitar, but if you put your hands on either side of your screen, like this and like this, we can actually symbolically hold hands with each other and actually stay together and strengthen one another. So push to the edges of your screen, and if you are with someone in that same room, hold on to their hand and let's try that chorus together. Whoa, amen. Amen. Oh, amen. Hayom ta'amsenu. Amen. Beautiful. Hayom tishma Shabbatenu. Amen. Hayom titmechenu v'yamim tzidkecha. Amen. Oh, amen. Very good. Oh, amen. Oh, amen. Hayom ta'amsenu. Sing along with me. Oh, amen. Oh, amen. Oh, amen. Hayom ta'amsenu. Amen. Today we strengthen each other. Today we are strengthened by one another. Today we give strength to each other by holding hands, by singing together as one, by being here with our full presence. And in the words leading up to the blasts of the shofar, we hear the words from Maimonides, who says, Uru uru yishenim mishenatchem. Wake up, O ye slumberers, from your sleep. Mitardematchem, from your comatose state. What more do we need in order to wake up? To get us off our phones, away from the social media, from the Twitters and the Facebooks, and back into our bodies and back into our spirit and back into our families and back into our home, back into our body, which is our home, that we bring with us everywhere. Back into our connection, awaken to our connection with the divine presence. What more do we need to wake up? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? And I see a friend of mine, Alice. I can see you all the way from Hawaii. You want to wave to us? I've never met you before, but I love that you're singing along with me. I wish I could hear your voice singing along, but at least mouth the words really big so we can see. I want to see you mouth the words really, really big. Okay? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Let's see if we can join together. Yes, bring anybody who's there. Yes, you don't even need to be wearing pants. Very good. Here we go. Are you ready? Am I awake? Let's go. Let's sing together. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya-na-na-na-na, 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 ya-na-na-na-na. Wrote this song about 10 or 11 years ago with someone who was right around Alice's age. We were working with a group in Temple Beth Elohim in Wellesley, Massachusetts. And I was asked to teach about the Baruch Hu, about prayer. And so I asked the children the question, what does it mean to pray? What happens when we're praying? And someone in the back of the room, Alice, it might have been you, or someone who looked just like you, Alice, she stood up in the back of the room and she said that prayer is about asking ourselves if we are awake. And so from that day forward, every time I say the words Baruch Atah Adonai, every time I start a prayer, I translate that in my head. Hey, Noah, are you awake right now? How can I wake up a little bit more? Let's just try it one more time. And thank you, Alice, for letting us call you out and sing with us. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Who do we have there? Are you listening to my prayer? And can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Rabbi Chorny, it looks like someone in your screen is already answering the question, am I awake? The answer is no in her case. No, I am not awake. I want to be back in bed. Hello, hi, welcome, welcome. Let's sing one more time together. Yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la la. Beautiful, yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la la. Thank you guys so much. So is Lizzie somewhere on the screen somewhere? Has she joined us yet?
She's on her way, so
She's
maybe
on
after
her
a song
way.
or two.
Okay.
She was just celebrating a bat mitzvah in her community, so
How
she's going to be
exciting
there
is
really
that?
shortly.
Wonderful. Okay, so I will keep going. Once you get a songwriter started, it's really actually harder to stop us than it is to ask us to keep going. So, uh-oh. Is that her right there? Should I sing the next song, or is that Lizzie right there who just joined us?
Keep going. I'll have her pop in.
Great. So we have this blessing. Usually it takes place in our Shabbat morning service. It's usually right around the time that we would say the blessing for healing, the Mishaberach Lecholim. We also have another blessing. It's called the Gomel blessing. And in this blessing, it's usually said when someone we know or ourselves has survived a life-threatening situation. Shegmalanu kol tov, that you have saved us for the good. And somehow this prayer is trying to teach us something. Why kol tov? Why in this life-threatening situation are we going to focus on the kol tov, on the tov? That perhaps somehow the power of going through that powerful and painful episode is imploring us, is reminding us to try to find the tov in this situation. Even in the trauma, even in the pain, how can we find the tov? Can you find the good? Can you find the tov in having gone through this terrible ordeal? What work do you still need to do? What work still needs left to be done? To view all of our situations with the tov. Kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov. So I will recite the blessing now and just see if we can focus in this moment with our intention. What is the moment that feels like we were at the verge, that most challenging time, and how can we look into that time and see if we can find the tov? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shegma lanu kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov. Another chance, another breath, another moment to be blessed. Another look, another touch, another moment to be loved. Kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov, kol tov. Rabbi, should we do one more?
Yeah, keep going with one more, and Lizzie says after the next song.
All right. I'm trying to find the songs that I'm doing on the guitar. I was going to switch over to the piano, but I don't want to interrupt the flow here. So usually if we were in person, I would be able to interact and see you and make jokes and pray together and find moments that are sacred. And I find that I'm actually able to feel you in this moment. I can see you in your spaces, and there's something sacred about seeing you in spaces. And we've been focusing a lot tonight on the darkness. We've been focusing on how do we find something to learn from the discomfort. And we've been talking about courage. Hayom Te'am Seinu. We've been talking about the omets, the strength, and omets lev, the strength of the heart. What I want right now more than anything, what my heart is truly desiring, is to be seen and to be heard and to allow myself to be revealed. To not hide and not go inwards, even if I'm in my home, even if I am by myself in this space right now. I want to feel like I am part of you and part of this community. So your part in this song is going to sound like this. Try that. Let's try it again. Here we go. Come out wherever you are. Sana ve'alna titale. Come out wherever you are. Sana ve'alna titale. Oh, sana ve'alna titale. Let's try it again from the beginning. I want to remind you, like we said in the beginning of the concert, you don't have to sit in your chair and be still. You can stand up, you can move around. You do not have to be still. You do not have to be silent. If you have instruments, you can play them. If you have a voice, you can use it. Just let yourself move and give a little bit of energy to your Saturday night. It's Saturday night, guys. We're supposed to be partying. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, don't you hide yourself and shield your love from me. Can't do this by myself. Oh, don't you hide yourself, yes, I'm standing here in need. Can't do this by myself, that's why I see Lizzie in her car. I see Lizzie who just finished the bar mitzvah, and she's ready to be with us, and she's ready to sing with us. Hey, Lacham Dalibi, let's go! Hey, Lacham Dalibi. Oh, hey, Lacham Dalibi. Oh, hey, Lacham Dalibi. Hey, Lacham Dalibi. Try it with me, here we go. Hey, Lacham Dalibi. 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 Last time, Sana, Sana, Ve'al Nati Tantim. Come out wherever you are. Oh, Sana, Ve'al Nati Tantim. Come out wherever you are. Sana, Ve'al Nati Tantim. Come out wherever you are. Yes, Chusana, 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 Ve'al Nati Tantim. Lizzie, we've been waiting for your words, we've been waiting for your presence, and finally you're here, you've entered, you are welcomed with open arms. We want to hear some words from you.
I can't think of a better song to follow. And I am so sorry that I wasn't able to get on till now, but this is the first time I've ever used my car lights as spotlights, so it works pretty well. But I wanted to say welcome to everyone. Welcome to our Temple Emmanuel community. Welcome to our Temple Beth Am community, and really our building Sacred Sounds Unbound community. You know, I feel like both Rabbi Chorny and I feel so blessed to work at temples that support musicians, that support new music. And really, we have to say thank you to our communities for helping to support this program. Noah, I can just imagine I've been so blessed to do concerts with you in San Francisco and Aspen, etc. And your music has infiltrated my heart and our community, from singing, your Hine Matov with my 10-year-olds, to Bless, Bless, Bless to open B'nai Mitzvah, to Hayom Te'amseinu on Yom Kippur. We wouldn't be who we were without you. We certainly would not be awake. So Noah, I hate saying it like this, but you are the real deal. Everything Noah has succeeded in is because he truly cares. This is not someone who just says, I'll phone it in. And Noah, we just are so grateful for you. The Jewish community is grateful for you. I think the children in our world are in a much better place because you have given them a language for Judaism. And so we can't thank you enough. And that is what Sacred Sounds is about. It's about the fact that music has no boundaries, and we're just blessed to have you. And with that, I will take 1 minute to say that if you love this program, help us support music in our communities, help us support musicians like Noah, especially right now, who don't have the ability to go and do 100 concerts in a year. Every penny will help. So go to the email you got to make a donation, go to Sacred Sounds Unbound. Every penny that we get goes towards supporting musicians, new work by musicians. And we can only hope and pray that this time next year, we will bring in the light of Hanukkah or who knows what with Noah. So Noah, thank you so much. We're just so blessed to have you. And thank you to everybody who contributed tonight and made tonight possible. That's what I got. Shavua Tov. I think you're muted, Noah.
I just got permission. I need permission to speak in this forum. But your words touch me deeply, and it's so nice to hear your voice and to see you again, and that you're here with us now for the rest of the concert. Holy One, give me a quiet heart, and help me to hear the still small voice that speaks within me. It calls me to come close to you and to grow in your likeness. It teaches me to do my work faithfully even when no one's eye is upon me. It counsels me to judge others kindly and to love them freely. For it persuades me to see divinity in everyone I meet. Hoshia, Yemincha Vaneni, help me, O God. Hoshia, Hoshia, Yemincha Vaneni, help me, O God. Hoshia, oh help me, O God, to come to the end of each day, feeling that I used its gifts wisely and faced its trials bravely. Hoshia Yemincha Vaneni, help me, O God. Hoshia, Hoshia Yemincha Vaneni, help me, O God. Hoshia. Holy One, give me a quiet heart and help me to hear the still small voice that speaks within me. Hoshia Yemincha Vaneni, help me, O God. Hoshia, Hoshia Yemincha Vaneni, help me, O God. Hoshia, Hoshia. So this concert has all been about light, and it reminds me of the words of Chana Senish. She writes, Yesh kochavim, there are stars up above, she'oram magia aretza, that their light only reaches earthward, rak ka'asher hem atzmam avdu ve'einam, only after their star light has burst and they're no longer with us. V'yesh anashim sheziv zichram me'ir, and there are also people whose light and whose brightness only shines ka'asher hem atzmam einam od betochenu, who are no longer with us and no longer among us. Orot ele hamafikim b'cheshkat halayil, these are the lights that these very stars, the stars whose light no longer, who are no longer alive, these are the lights that are the brightest in the sky. Those lights. Shemarim la'adam et haderech, those are the lights that guide us on our way. Yesh kochavim she'oram magia arza, rak ka'asher hem atzmam avdu ve'einam. Yesh anashim sheziv zichram me'ir, ka'asher hem atzmam einam od betochenu. Orot ele hamavikim b'cheshkat halayil, Orot המאביקים בחשכת הליל, הם שמרים, שמרים לאדם. הם שמרים לאדם את הדרך. הם So in these times when we're stuck at home and it's fairly easy to cave in and feel like that would be, it feels like depression, even if we might not even be experiencing depression, but we're putting our bodies in a place that is like a depressive state. And so it's very easy for us to start to assume that the position of depression and sadness and loneliness and experience those feelings. And so right now more than ever is when these self-care practices are really vital, where we need to make room for more love in our life and more love in our spaces, even if it feels like we've given up and we're feeling quite stuck right now. This is the time to lean in to all the things that we know that give us joy and give us pleasure. Give a call to someone that we know needs our support. Pet our cat like the rabbi is doing. That will feel really good, I'm sure. Just give ourselves a little bit of love. Give yourself a hug every now and then. If you are sharing a space with someone else, just make that hug last a little bit longer. Just fill yourself up. Don't forget to fill yourself up with love. You're giving up, been feeling stuck, living deep inside your mind and missing out. Put the past behind, the rest in view. When you're in the present time, the gift is you. Give yourself some love. Whoa. Fill your cup, give yourself some loving care. Just open up, though the path is rough. I know times are tough, change is coming, so prepare. Make room for love. Yes, treat yourself to something new. No one else will need to know to adjust for you. Give yourself a hug, knowing you're enough. Oh, the path is opening up, and it starts with love. So give yourself some love. Whoa. Fill your cup, give yourself some loving care. Let's open up, though the path is rough. Yes, I know times are tough, change is coming, so prepare. Make room for love. This world's been waiting for you. This world's been waiting for you. Oh, this world has been waiting for you. For you to show up, for you to live free, for you to break out, for you to just be, for you to stand up, for you to breathe easy. Give yourself some love. Whoa, fill your cup, give yourself some loving care, and Make room for love. Yes, make room for love. So what are your self-care practices? What are the ways that you can fill up with more love in your life today and this week so that you can bring more love out into the world? Just have a few more songs. I'm going to just ask for the rabbi to give me a nod, because if you want, I can go until tomorrow morning with songs if you want, but I don't want to keep people too long. I know people have dinner to get to and other plans, but so just tell me how many more songs you want, and I'll sing as many as you want.
I mean, I vote 15, but
15 more songs. Great.
let's say 2 or 3 in an encore.
Great. Okay.
Right.
Tamar, I'm going to ask you. Tamar Levin, you're going to be the next person I ask. You tell me how many more songs we have to do. I want to read one of those amazing books you have. You have so many books back there. I'm sure you have such a beautiful library. I'd love to just sit and look through all those books with you together one day. So we've been feeling burdened, we've been feeling heavy. I know. But we've been through hard times before. This is not the first time we've been sharing a hard time as a community, a human community and a Jewish community. And now more than ever, we need to have faith. Rely on that faith. And if we lose our faith, then we lose our hope, and then we don't have anywhere to go to. And yes, we've been burdened, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can use this opportunity of darkness to teach us about where we need to step forward a little bit more. Every day you have been burdened. Doesn't really need to be that way. Head is in the past and you're hurting. I see that you feel uncertain, undeserving. You've been feeling cut off and shut down, like a river that's dammed. Tried to kneel before something that's bigger, but you're feeling broken in this moment. I know it hurts now, but it's time we let things flow. Try to be try to be free, try to be open to catch all your tears. Time to just laugh, 'cause laughter is all that you need to remind you it's all going to be just fine. Oh, yeah, it's all going to be just fine. Oh, I can see you're struggling. Yes, I can see you're hurt and hiding in that dungeon. Yes, only makes it worse. And I know you must be frightened, but silence is the only path I know. When we grace this moment with our vibrance, we are stronger than ever before. We're not running away from the storms anymore. Try to be light, try to be free, try to be open, catch all your tears. Try to be fast, faster better than all of the years you've been keeping your head in the ground. Time to be strong, time to chin up, time to keep dreaming with eyes open wide. Time to just laugh, 'cause laughter is all that you need to remind you it's all going to be just fine. Oh, yes, it's all going to be just fine. Oh, yes, it's all going to be just fine. Oh, it's all going to be just fine. Oh. We'll end with love. We started with love, we'll end with love. The words of Rabbi Chaim Stern. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter, be our sukkah, be the thing that keeps us grounded as a human community. Right now, more than ever, love and understanding need to lead. Not fear, not judgment, not anger. Yes, we can be angry, but let that anger move us towards justice. Let our anger move us towards more compassion and more understanding, to build a better world. Let's not get lost. Let's let love lead. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Oh, let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. We combine these words of Rabbi Stern with the words that we say every night. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom. That when I lie down, that you'll create that shelter of peace, a shelter, a sukkah of your peace. But we can remember, yes, we can remember that right now, like Rabbi Stern says, we can bring that peace. We don't have to wait, we don't have to wait, no. We don't have to wait for the day, we don't have to wait. We can bring it about ourselves with love. And Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkiveinu Leshalom, V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim, Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkiveinu Leshalom. Let's try it together again. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Oh, let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life. our shelter from life's doors, our shelter. Let's be each other's shelter. Let's be each other's shelter, guiding us towards more compassion and more understanding. Let's bring a little of this love into the world this week. Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov. I see your fingers twinkling. Shavua Tov.
Noah, a deep breath and wiggling fingers and snaps. They don't do it. They just can't let us express the extent of our gratitude, and not just the people who are enjoying here in this Zoom room, but the many people on YouTube where Lizzie is manning the many loving comments, and on our Facebook pages, people who are asking when they can start it over again so they can listen already. You bring us something extraordinary. You bring us music, but you also bring us heart. Thank you for your warm hugs and for your noticing and for your attentive, loving care with Jewish music and with our liturgy. It's such a pleasure to do these concerts even in this time. We're looking forward to hosting Deborah Saxman's virtually soon and in the spring, right? Right to our hearts again. And then Noah, God willing, in Los Angeles, Bimhera V'Yameinu, soon by us. I know that Cantor Lizzie Weiss and Rabbi Jonathan Aaron and Rabbi Adam Kligfeld and myself and all of our teams and all of the Temple Emmanuel Beverly Hills and all the Temple Beth Am people, we thank you for making this a sacred community tonight. And I leave it up to you if you want to leave us on some noodling. That's up to you.
You want me to noodle more?
Always.
I will noodle all day long. You can't stop me from noodling.
All right, so we'll say goodbye to you on the noodling music. We love you. We miss you. We wish you were here, but we're so glad you were.
Thank you all so much for being present, for going along with the goofy hand movements, and for being here present and singing along and swaying, and for all of my friends who are joining friends and family. Just so nice to see you all. Rabbi Kligfeld, it's so nice to see your face again. Really nice to be here together in presence. Yes. Okay, so I will do some noodling. That makes me think of like a pasta fazool, but I will do it. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't be doing. Let's do more Jewish music. Okay, sure. Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov. Thank you for joining us. Hamavdil ben kodesh, kodesh, kodesh lechol. 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 Shavua, Shavua Tov. Shavua, Shavua Tov. This song was written by my friends Eric Hunker and Happy Hoffman. Shavua, Shavua Tov. Shavua, Shavua Tov. Hamavdil המבדיל בין קודש, קודש, קודש לכל. המבדיל בין קודש, קודש, קודש לכל. שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב. You know, Rabbi, this was supposed to be the exit music, but I still see exactly the same amount of people on the Zoom link. Nobody's going anywhere.
Very Jewish, Noah. Very
We're
Jewish.
just staying along. That's fine. I'm happy to play all night long. I'll take requests in the chat if you want. I wrote this one with my Uncle Mark, who's been playing guitar with us the whole time. Hi, Uncle Mark. Oh, oh my gosh, I see my parents and Uncle Mark are the only people on the screen who know this song. Oh my gosh. Uncle Mark, I can't remember the B section. I think
He
it's
says
like,
he doesn't remember it either. So I
I know, we always forget this part. So it's like the other song. Miriam, Miriam, whoa, oh, oh, Miriam, whoa, oh, oh, Miriam, whoa, oh, oh, Miriam, whoa, oh, oh. Rabbi, there's still exactly the same amount of people who were on the call 10 minutes ago. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
You're gonna have to be worse to get them to leave.
Okay, I have to stop. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop playing music. Okay, here's a Shalom Aleichem. Are you ready? Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharer, Malachi Elyon, Mimelech Malchei, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharer, Malachi Elyon, Mimelech Malchei, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Leshalom, Malchei Asharer, Malachi Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharer, Malachi Elyon, Mimelech Malchei, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharer, Malachi Elyon, Mimelech Malchei, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Still the same amount of people. This is supposed to be exit music, Rabbi. Oh, Malachi